Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle Barrett. I've been a personal stylist for 25 years. I now help people like you build capsule wardrobes that mix and match easily. So today I wanted to talk to you about, I think, an important subject if you are looking to build a capsule wardrobe or any type of wardrobe which has sustainability in terms of longevity as well. So today I'm talking about trends versus timeless and how to build a timeless, classic, elegant capsule wardrobe that's not influenced by all those kind of crazy trends. So I've got a few suggestions for you today of timeless pieces that I think are worthwhile adding to your wardrobe, and also the pieces that you might want to ignore. Now, an interesting statistic is that women on average only wear 10 to 30% of their wardrobes. So that's a huge part of most people's wardrobe that they're not wearing. So I imagine a big part of that are clothes that they've kind of bought on a bit of a whim, or maybe they don't fit anymore, or maybe their lifestyle's changed. There's lots of different reasons, but what I want to help you do today is avoid those crazy kind of trends that don't actually do you any favours. Now, finding timeless pieces saves you money in the long run because you're not kind of constantly having to change to keep up with trends. Now, there's no reason why you can't incorporate the odd trend into your wardrobe, but I think having a baseline of timeless pieces saves you time, money and space, but then also means you can drop the odd little trend on top every now and again just to kind of refresh it up. But I think having the main part of your wardrobe in timeless is much better than kind of constantly following those ever-changing trends completely, because it not only does it cost you a fortune, but the environment can't keep up with it, and also then you're not thinking about your own style. It's so important for you to find your own style and what works for you rather than being dictated from the outside. So once you've got that and you know what works for you, you've got those timeless kind of pieces, then you can choose if you want to add any of those trends on top. Now, one of the trends recently were huge oversized shirts that basically looked like you were wearing your husband or your dad's shirt or whatever it is. That I'm really pleased to see disappearing. I am sad that it was ever there, because I think that a lot of those clothes are now going to end up in landfill, which is awful. But as an alternative to that, so rather than those oversized trends that we've seen recently, choose a tailored white or slightly off-white, you know, depending on your colouring. Some of you will suit ivory rather than a crisp white. Choose a white or ivory shirt in cotton, linen or silk. So something that's tailored. It doesn't have to have fancy frills, it just needs to be really simple, nice cuffs, decent collar, button down shirt as well, I think some of you call it, but basically a simple white shirt. There's a lot you can do with that. You can be quite versatile with a simple white shirt. It works. You can dress it up or dress it down. It is a classic staple piece in your wardrobe that honestly most people will definitely use time and time again. So I think that's definitely a great piece to have in a timeless wardrobe. Much better than the trends. Now, another trend that I saw recently, believe it or not, I could not believe how ridiculous this was. I will try and find a photo and put it up here. It was a pair of jeans with belt around the top. Well, there were two styles I saw recently actually. The first one was a pair of jeans with a belt around the top, and then there were belts with loops just above the knees. So then the jeans gently flared out. That was a trend. That's definitely a trend you want to avoid. Another one was jeans with one full leg and then one as a short. Again, that's another trend. This is what I mean. Trends aren't always good. Now, can you imagine how long that trend lasted? And can you imagine how often those people wore those garments? And you can imagine how quickly those clothes are going to end up in landfill. Not only is it a waste of money, but it's really bad for the environment. So those kind of trends I think definitely avoid. Now, the one that I think works really well and is completely timeless and works really well for nearly every body type and colouring as well, and that is a classic pair of medium-waisted straight leg jeans. Now, they can be slightly wider if you prefer that, but definitely straight leg, medium-waisted jeans, Preferably, I think works best in an indigo blue, like a very dark blue, because navy blue tends to suit most colourings as well, so you can then match that navy blue to another part of your outfit. Also, they will naturally wash down. Definitely wash them as cool as possible for as short a temperature as possible, and wash them inside out as well. But when they gradually start to fade, they will fade naturally. Again, not like those horrible trends where you get those patterns sort of supposedly sort of bleached into jeans that are supposed to look like somebody's been wearing them, but they don't look like that. It looks like it's been painted on. So yeah, a straight leg, medium waisted pair of indigo jeans, the classic kind of original 501, works really well. Also, download my Capsule wardrobe planner. I'll put the link here, because you can fill that out as you go through your wardrobe, editing it. It kind of gives you ideas on, you know, what to keep, what to think about keeping, what to think about removing, and etc, etc. So it kind of helps you think about the process of editing your wardrobe as well. Now recently, alongside the oversized trend with shirts, it kind of also went to blazers. And I saw a presenter recently on a music show in the UK, and she had this blazer on. It was so big, and she was sat there, the shoulders kind of lifted up, and they kind of went like this. It just looked awful. Whatever the trend is, it just looked awful. So go for something that's tailored and much more structured to you. So I know some of you will think that you don't need blazers, that they're not kind of something you'd wear in your wardrobe anymore, but I do think they're a great piece to kind of dress up or dress down. So choose it in black if you can suit black, choose navy blue or charcoal grey if not. By the way, if you need help with colours, book in for a consultation with me. More than happy to have a chat to you about how I might be able to help you with that. Now with blazers, I think if you're looking for something really good quality, one of the best things you could do is choose something that's got a quality fabric. Now, if you think about it, sometimes blazers can look quite cheap because they're in that kind of very polyester, almost shiny material, which makes them look quite cheap. And also it tends to bobble. So choose where you can more more natural fabrics. So think like wool. Now, if you live in a warmer climate, maybe you'll choose like a cotton or a linen or something similar to that. But when choosing a blazer, definitely choose something that is tailored to you. If you have a bit of weight around the middle, choose something that's single-breasted and reduce the buttons. So kind of have the buttons to kind of start further lower down. So that usually means like maximum maybe 3 buttons, if not less. Because the great thing about a blazer is you can dress it up with, might make it a suit, or you can also just throw it on with a pair of jeans, just to kind of make something look a little bit more smart casual. And just for the record, actually, I've had a few people say to me they don't know what smart casual is, and I think it's down to interpretation, but my interpretation of smart casual is where you've kind of put together an outfit, it looks well together, there's no stains, it's not it's pressed properly, there's no holes in it, there's no big garish logos, it's not sloppy, that kind of thing. I think you can wear jeans, but like I say, without bleach splattered all over them or paint splattered all over them or holes or something like that. Just a simple pair of jeans I think can be smart casual. Recently there was a trend which came back from the 90s, which was sheer dresses. They're kind of head to toe sheer dresses. Now that's absolutely fine if you're 18 and you want to wear that, but for the vast majority of us, that's not a timeless piece that you're going to keep in your wardrobe for years and years and years. So I have another suggestion for you. Now next is one of my all-time favourites, and I do mention this style of dress quite a lot, and that's a tea dress. Now I know some of you don't know what a tea dress is, so I'll describe it the best way I can, show you some images. Basically, a tea dress usually comes in under the vest here. It has a little bit of a V here, sometimes it's slightly higher, but think that kind of 1940s classic dress that was often kind of quite straight here. Sometimes it would come out from here and gently flare out, or sometimes it would come from the waist and gently flare out, but that classic kind of 1940s style. The reason why I suggest that is because, again, I think it can be dressed up or dressed down. It can be worn in a multitude of different places. You know, you could wear it for a day out. You could also dress it up to wear for an evening. Not only that, but the beauty of a tea dress is that it suits pretty much every single body type. I very rarely see somebody who puts a tea dress on who doesn't look fabulous in it. So that is a really classic, timeless type of style to have in your wardrobe. Sometimes they're called fit and flare, but be careful with the flare. With some body types, if you have too much of a flare, it can look quite kind of overwhelming. So I would have a gentle flare. If you do have a bit of a tummy, then choose one that comes to here and then gently flares out over your tummy from that as well. But yeah, classic tea dress is a great timeless piece to have in your wardrobe. Now, crop tops have been in for a while, but they aren't for everybody. I actually do sometimes still wear them, but the way in which I wear them is with a high-waisted pair of trousers or skirt, and then actually the crop kind of meets them. So that's kind of the way that I get away with it, just in case anybody is interested in doing that. But a classic timeless piece is a Breton stripe top. It's similar to what I'm wearing now, although this is kind of like the stripe, but I always think of a Breton, which comes from Brittany in France, as having the white panel at the top. It's kind of originally from the sailors. So you can get them in navy blue, you can get them in black and white, or navy and white, or navy and ivory, or red and white, whichever you choose. I think they're absolutely amazing because, again, you can wear them under a trouser suit or a skirt suit. You could also wear them with a pair of jeans and dress them down, and that is the key to timeless pieces. They're pieces that are really versatile and you can wear in a variety of ways, which is why I've chosen all these pieces for you today. Now, I wear my Breton top. I've got something similar on today, but how I would also wear it, which is a little bit more quirky if it's got a round neck, most of them do, by the way, I'd wear it under a tea dress. So I'd have the V of the tea dress coming in here. You'd see a panel of stripes, a little bit like you can see here now, but a little bit like what I've done here. You'd see a panel of stripes here, but then also if it's a short sleeve tea dress, you get the stripes coming out the bottom. And I kind of quite like that. It looks a little bit quirky, but I think it works really well. So yeah, Breton stripe. I've heard them called mariniere or something similar, I can't even pronounce that right, tops as well, but that classic stripe in, like, I think the navy blue and ivory, or the navy blue and the white and black work best. So yeah, team it with jeans or however you want. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, even tell the postman please, because all of that really helps me. And if you kind of decide to become more intentional and add some timeless pieces to your wardrobe, you'll be helping avoid literally 10% of global emissions are from fast fashion. That's something we can't continue. Can you imagine if all of us started to make more intentional decisions now, what an impact that would make? So just consider it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you do, what timeless pieces you've got in your wardrobe, what you do to kind of be more conscious about what you buy. And because I love to hear from you, and I'd love to hear your suggestions. Some of you come up with some amazing suggestions as well. So have a wonderful week wherever you are. I hope the sun is shining more than it is here. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.